welcome back to Beyond the Football Zone and to a weekend review, reviewing all the Premier League games before the international break, starting off with a dramatic game at Kenilworth Road as Tottenham defeated Luton by 1-0 despite only having 10 players. It was Basuma sent off for diving, second yellow right before half time. Yeah, really poor from him, but Van der Ven in the 52nd minute made it 1-0. Luton had chances but in the end couldn't do it, and I think two costly home games for Luton where they really should have got something out of it. Two games, at home, really poor. But I think Tottenham smash and grab, a win is a win. It doesn't matter how they come. But Manchester United 2-1 win against Brentford. They went behind in the 26th minute through Jensen, and it looked like it's going to finish 1-0 to Brentford. In the 93rd minute, Scott McTominay equalised, and in the 97th minute, Scott McTominay got the winner. 2 goals in stoppage time, absolutely incredible scenes, and hopefully, this has to be the kickstarter, I think, for Manchester United. Otherwise, you kind of question where they're going to go from here. But for Brentford, big collapse. They're not finding it easy at the moment. For Manchester United, like I said, it has to be a turning point. But Fulham scored a win over Sheffield United. Bobby Reid in the 53rd minute, giving them the 1-0 lead before Robinson own goal made it 1-1. But then a Foderingham own goal made it 2-1 to Fulham, and later on Williams sealed the victory. I think it's a game which Fulham really controlled. Sheffield United, they just kind of seem, I don't know, their squad, I just kind of feel like at the moment it's just not strong enough. But Fulham, easy to dispatch them and got the victory. But moving on then to Everton as they defeated Bournemouth by 3-0. Garner, Harrison and Takuri with the goals. Everton coming into this one, I think, the better team. Obviously had all of that pressure from the Luton game, but they handled it really well here. Got the win, that could be crucial for them. But for Bournemouth, really struggling, and I'm just, some of the decisions made at that club over the summer, I'm just going to say I'm not convinced at the moment. Still obviously got time to turn it around, but it's been a really poor start to the season, I think. That's fair to say. But moving on into Chelsea, and they really seem to have kicked on now and turned a corner, thank God, for them at last, with a 4-1 win against Burnley. They did actually fall behind in the 15th minute and didn't equalise an own goal in the 42nd minute, but then goals from Palmer, Sterling and Jackson in the second half sealed the win for Chelsea. I think they were the better team, like I say, it's a big result for them. They seem to be backing it up now, getting some momentum, which is massive for them. Burnley, though, struggling after that midweek kind of boost. But moving on then to Palace 0, Nottingham Forest 0 at Selhurst Park. And Palace, I don't know, just seem a bit inconsistent at the moment, as the Forest. Not much really between these two sides on paper, and I think it was kind of shown in the game, really. Maybe Forest had the better of the game, if anything like that, but I think I would say draw probably just about the fair result, really. But like I say, an evenly matched game, and two sides who I just can't see being anything other than mid-table fodder this season. Moving on then to Aston Villa, and they drew 1-1 with Rovers Wolves at Molineux. It was Hung Chan who gave Wolves the lead in the 53rd minute, but just a few minutes later Torres made it 1-1. Lamina was sent off late on for Wolves, but in the end it didn't make a difference. And it's a game which I think Villa probably had the better of, and I'm disappointed not to win. But for Wolves, they keep the momentum after what they did last week against Man City. So I think a good result for them. Moving on into West Ham, and they picked up a 2-2 draw against Newcastle. Souček in the 8th minute gave them the lead before Isak with 2 goals in 5 minutes made it 2-1. So later on it was Kudos in the 89th minute who got the draw. And I think Newcastle probably will be angry that they didn't hold on to this. For me, they were the better side here, and should have picked up the W, but in the end it wasn't quite to be. I think they will definitely have frustrations coming out of this one. But for West Ham, a decent point against a really decent side. Moving on into Brighton 2, Liverpool 2 at the Amex, and it was a dinger in the 20th minute who gave Brighton lead before Salah with a brace made it 2-2, and Lewis Dunk in the 78th minute made it 2-2. And a game I would say pretty evenly matched between two sides, a really entertaining game. Some great chances missed by the likes of João Pedro, but in the end a draw, I would say probably a fair result. I think both sides probably walking away from it relatively happy, while maybe both being frustrated they couldn't get the win. But I think yeah, draw, fair result from this one. Moving on into Arsenal 1, Man City 0. It was a tight game, not much to choose between the two sides, but yeah, scrappy as well. But in the 86th minute, a huge chunk of luck, a deflection, Gabriel Martinelli giving Arsenal the win. And what a huge goal could it be? Just the mental block of Arsenal being able to beat Man City. That's gone now, and I think that really will give them belief. City, though, seems to be struggling a bit for them. So yeah, it's a massive victory for them, absolutely massive. They'll be absolutely delighted. And yeah, I think the momentum really will come to them after this. So yeah, they'll be so pleased with that. And finally then, moving on to England, obviously the international break coming up, and England have a few important games. Obviously a friendly against Australia and a qualifier against Italy. And yeah, I think the friendly against Australia, like Wally Watkins, etc., can be tested out. In that one, can't read too much into it, but then obviously the qualifier against Italy, want to secure top place, get through, cruise through. And I think, yeah, when you look at the England squad, Italy obviously in transition, England absolutely flying, likes of Bellingham, Kane and Foden on screen now. Yeah, you can just see the quality that they have, and I think England definitely will be looking to advance in pretty comfortable fashion. And yeah, I think they've got the quality to do that. And yeah, just keep improving, because for me at the moment, they're probably going into Germany next year as one of, if not the favourites. But anyway, guys, that's it really. Thanks very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, next time daily football news. Subscribe to the channel, it's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.